guys, you gotta... Sometimes I need a metal pull. You hit the starter. Yeah, the other way it works, if I take a pull and hit the starter, it works too. You just gotta bitch slap it.
All right, race fans, welcome back to Monticello Motor Club. We've got another exciting ND2 challenge, an ND2 spec race here at the world's premier automotive country club. And we've got Paul Quealy here in the commentator's box. Look at that shot, Paul. Is there anywhere you'd rather be than in the Catskills?
You know, Derek, it's as good of a day as can be. It's beautiful. It's the fall. It's the Catskills, crisp air, and we are ready to race.
I tell you what, the field is forming up here on the North Straight now, following that fantastic Supra pace car with that Monticello livery coming around old turn number 1. You can see the kart facility. Oh wow, that is not great. No. That is wow. This thing just went off the rails. This is new, and I apologize to all the viewers at home for having to sit through this horror. But Paul looks great.
You know, this is one of the reasons I took all the mirrors out of my house, Derek. I don't want even to look at myself.
Yeah, the Monticello media team here trying to throw us a curveball as the pace car comes around the S's here. I think we are lights out. Are we finished with I think we are finished with the formation lap, and we are going green here in just a minute. We've got Eric Paterno, the current points leader, on the front row, right beside newcomer to the front row, Owen Barthelms, putting in the qualifying effort today. You've got Mike Leo on the second row, followed by Alex Blaker, who is actually the points leader. Paterno sitting in second place. As the pace car dives in, the field forms up, and we are headed down to turn number 1. Morgan with the green flag.
And here we go, race fans. Eric Paterno getting off to a clean start through Montreal. No problem there. Oh, we've gone off. That is Owen Barthelms right off. Owen, your wife's going past you.
Wow, Owen, we just gave him the commentator's curse. We had him on the outside front row, and he gets a little wobbly in turn 1. He gathers it up, but the 4 off is not going to help his pace. Mike Leo and Alex Blake are immediately on the attack, and Paterno leads the field up into the carousel. What a race we've got going here. I'm sure Owen Barthelms is not happy about going off there.
Yeah, and the amazing thing about this, look at Eric Paterno. He is first of all, these are homologulated automobiles. Everyone is the exact same weight, almost, and everyone has the same horsepower. So it's driver-on-driver skill. And Eric Paterno, week in and week out, is leading this, is having just a wonderful season. But I'll tell you what, there are some people behind him. JF has worked incredibly hard on his craft. And then Melissa Bartholomew is right through, better than Owen right now, in front of Owen, in fact. And then you have Alex Blaker and Todd Thin. And those 4, JF, Ivan Brightly.
Yeah, I tell you what, we've got Alex Blaker out there in third place right now. He got around, got passed by Mike Leo, but he is still holding down third place as Paterno leads him up to the hairpin. And there's Rafal. Rafal back at 8th place. Looks like JF didn't make the grid. That's what I was checking on. That is new information for me. I thought JF came to race today. He was supposed to, but I think maybe...
Actually, I got to be honest. I just had a massage from the wonderful Denise, and at 4:30, JF's on the massage bed. So no JF for this race.
With a little Bordeaux.
Yeah, with a little Bordeaux.
So Paterno coming around to put lap number 1 in the books. These NDs are running great as they head under the bridge. Passing the starter stand to put lap number 1 in the books. Paterno still holding court out in first place with Owen Barthelms right behind. No, I'm sorry, check that. Mike Leo in second, Alex Blaker in third, followed by Ivan Brickley, Mark Domas, Owen Barthelms, Melissa Barthelms, and Rafal in 8th place. You see Owen got back around Melissa. There's no chivalry out there on the racetrack.
I think he'll be paying the price later tonight. You look at Alex, Mike Leo, and Eric. Eric's running in a 2:39 right now, very, very fast time. But you have Leo, Blaker, and then Ivan Brightly right behind them in the low 240s. But this is this is frankly Eric Patenau's race to lose.
Wow, there you have it. Paul Quealy calling the race early. Thinks Paterno's going to be able to hold court for the full 25 minutes. We got 21 minutes to go. Honestly, I like Ivan Brightly in 4th place because with those 3 cars up front, you know, anything can happen to those 3 places. Sometimes just finishing the race is good enough to get on the podium.
And our old instructor, head instructor Dennis, what did he used to say?
To finish first?
You first must finish.
Look at Mike Leo getting in that toe right behind Paterno as they head down into the braking zone. Check out this new in-car camera we've got here. Inside Alex Blaker, you can see the action as they head up into the switchback. Man, what a race. Look at that camera work.
That is wonderful. So right here, I'm looking at it, and I think Alex is in a wonderful spot because Patenau's mirror is getting blurred by Mike Leo. Now, Eric's a wonderful racer, but don't underestimate that crafty Alex. As soon as there's a mix-up between Mike and Patenau, I see Alex coming right in.
Well, you know, Alex Blaker, having cut his teeth in the fantastic Quealy Mazda Classic races. You know, he's no newcomer to these Mazda races. Having been in so many Quealy Mazda Classic races, he clearly knows how to work the field. He knows how to use the aero, and I expect him to be a factor at the end of this race. Just like you said, Paul. You've seen him up close, I mean, in your racing days with the
You know, he started, came to this club, didn't know what he was doing, and he's developed himself into quite a racer. Now, it's not without a number of scratches on his race cars, but we've actually fixed them over time. Oh, my God, look right here. 2016 champion.
No.
Mike Watkins is in the house.
I just came to see my fellow F1 driver. You know, Paul and I have, of course, have graduated from the Miata series into the F1 series. So it's nice to see another F1 driver here. I thought I would come say hello.
You know, Mike would want to know that I was out in the 906 at lunchtime today, and Mike, in true form, I did not let that 906 go softly. I pushed it very, very hard. Back to the racing as we get up to carousel. Ivan Brightly, Mike Leo,
and
Alex Blaker.
And there's Ivan Brightly, followed by Owen Barthelms, has worked his way back to 5th place after that disappointing lap 1 off he had. He's now trying to attack the rear bumper there of Ivan Brightly. Melissa's still looking good out there. Rafal looking good as Paterno rounds onto the main straight. Clearly, it's a 3-car race out front. Mike Leo going to try to use that toe to get that aerodynamic advantage as he heads down this long straightaway at Monticello.
Now, what I wonder is Mike pushing himself too early in the race? I mean, Eric's a pro. If I was Mike, I might let Alex get by me and let Alex and Eric mix it up and then take advantage.
What they teach us in F1, Paul, is you know not to burn through our tires too quickly in the race. I mean, you and I know that all too well.
Mike, we've talked about tire management many times on this broadcast, and I'll tell you what, I am so confident though Eric's going to stay in the lead. All apparel is 20% off if someone passes Eric for the end until the end of the race.
Wow. There you have it, race fans. Paul Quealy coming through with a generous discount offer. If Eric Paterno gets passed by any racer, it's 20% off apparel in the pro shop until the end of the race. I think your money's safe there, Paul.
I do too, but I'll give you another one. If Rafael can get ahead of anybody. If he can pass Melissa, and that's the real race I'm looking at, we're going 25% off.
Oh, wow. Okay, so listen, no stranger to merch sales. Melissa Barthelms defending the Quealy Pro Shop by holding Rafal at bay. If she can keep him behind her, then the Pro Shop is safe.
Melissa actually came to me today and asked if she could get her undergarments for the shirt, the fireproof shirt, in the same color as her car. That's the attention to detail that we like here at MMC.
I got to tell you, I'm not sure I want to be talking about Melissa's undergarments any longer. That's a Paul exclusive, I got to say. Here we are headed into Patience. Paterno looking good and still with Leo and Blaker painting his rear bumper. This is a 3-car race with about 16 minutes to go. They're headed up into the carousel. Paterno very poised. Swifty Swiss, also a veteran of many Quealy Mazda Classic races. These guys have been racing for years together. Look at Leo. Look at this in-car. Look at the hands. Look at the steering technique of Leo. You know, the Dirty Hands Mike Leo, the painted pony, as you have called him sometimes, as he heads onto the hangar straight.
When I look at this race, I think Alex Blaker's got a few chances to pass. In Patience, Alex, that's a turn that I think Alex has mastered over the years. And then also in Montreal, someone is going to make the famous Quealy over-under.
Oh, the over-under. Yeah, that's a patented move brought to you by Paul Quealy, the famous Montreal over-under. As look, Leo is off the pace a little bit. He's not quite in the chimney of Eric Paterno, but he gets a little push from Blaker. This is the key. Blaker and Leo need to team up to get some aero work. Oh, Blaker, big.
Blaker, big mistake.
Oh, man.
Too much. I think what happened is he went over the first curb of the switchback. Typically, you don't go over the second. I think he did. It got the car unstable, and it just moved out on him. Though, I'll tell you what, he's got plenty of clean air to get back in the race.
So, yeah, Blaker had one wheel, I think.
Leo's there we go. Mike Leo, a turn. And I think that's a function of him pushing too hard through Cryptos, and he couldn't get to that corner.
He's got to get it underway because here comes Owen and Ivan Brightly. Leo getting back underway, but 2 mistakes by the second and third place driver there. Brightly with a little bit of a wobble over the switchback, and Leo with a pretty big rotation and hairpin cost Leo a position. And now Ivan Brightly makes a move inside of Owen Barthelms there and is trying to get the pass done, but Barthelms has the inside line and is covering him off. It's side by side into the final turn before they turn on the South Straight. This is an ND2 drag race down to Montreal.
That is really good racing. Really, though, both those cars are planted to the. And look at Owen. Owen has some real speed in that car. You know why? He knows Melissa's after him. You know, the only thing bad about this, looks like we're not getting 20% off in that pro shop, are we?
The crowd really wanted those discounts. Hey, have you noticed our Monticello media team? We have live scoring, live timing and scoring on the screen, as well as track position. We have every inch of the track covered by cameras. We have 2 new in-car cameras today. I got to tell you, Paul, Monticello media team doing work today to bring good racing excitement to our fans.
You know, absolutely. It's a seasoned team. We've got Bill typically hidden in the F1 race room, monitoring traffic on a day in and day out basis. Doesn't see the sun except for one day per week. Still looks pretty good. And we got Ray, the old grizzled veteran, on the IT side.
Dom in the director's chair and Chris flying the drone. These guys are what brings this amazing racing excitement to you. As we have about 13 minutes left in the race, Paterno is clear of second and third and currently is unbothered by the field. Swifty Swiss will be very excited to be out there in clear air. As the drag race continues between door to door, Ivan Brightly and Owen Barthelms side by side into the braking zone. Barthelms maintains the proper line, the best line. Ivan Brightly trying to figure something out. Oh, and he cuts him off there as they get through switchback, and they're back to single file now. Barthelms gets the excellent exit angle, having been coached a little bit.
Owen did the exact same thing that Alex Blaker did the lap before, and he handled it. I think Alex might have gotten blurred by the track car in front of him and just lost a little concentration.
I got to tell you, PQ, what I think you meant to say was Alex Blaker probably needs to spend a little time on the skid pad with one of our professional driving instructors here at Monticello. If you contact Jillian or Dustin at the concierge, you too could improve your steering technique on the Monticello skid pad and avoid the kind of switchback errors that we see in this race.
You know, there are only 2 skid pads like that in the world, that are diamond milled with water that actually we reclaim from the rain. So it's eco-friendly. We're worried about our carbon footprint here at
We
MMC.
care about the environment at Monticello.
About the environment. Don't worry about all that 101 fuel being expended.
Yeah, exactly.
So Ray, our crafty IT veteran, says, please stay close to the microphone. You know, if I get any closer to Derek, people are going to start talking.
Yeah, I tell you, it's not often that I have a complaint about people not being able to hear me, Paul. That is kind of new for me, but I'll take Ray's advice. If Ray thinks I need to be closer to the microphone, I will do it. So here we go, Brightly. Still tracking Owen Barthelms, but Barthelms, I'm telling you, Barthelms is having a great race season. He is really on a good trajectory. He has gone from mid-pack to the front of the pack. He's been getting a lot of coaching. He's been putting in the work, and it's really paying off with his race results.
And it's fun. You know, Owen and Melissa get to do it as a husband and wife. I think that's wonderful. And that's what racing at MMC is all about. It's a family affair. As a matter of fact, those Quealy grandkids, they'll be up in 2 years' time, and I would expect Trey and Liam and Rosie Alves to really be at the head of the pack. In 10 or 15 years, we're going to be sitting here saying, well, I hope you're still here, Derek, but we'll be here saying that, look at these grandkids go.
I gotta tell you, my money's on Rose Liam. I think I've seen her steering technique, man. She's got the quickest hands in the group. It's definitely Rosie's race to lose when Trey and Liam get out here. They're gonna be watching the rear. They're gonna be watching the back bumper of Rose Alvarez. All right, let's get back to the race. We've still got Paterno on front, Blaker on second position, Mike Leo in third, followed by Owen Barthelms and Ivan Brightly. Mark Domas in sixth, Melissa Barthelms, also known as Jinx, out there in seventh, with Rafal still trying to catch her in order to give the people that discount. It's not looking good for the discount right now, as Melissa seems to be opening a gap on Rafal.
So here's what I've looked at, just looking at the online, live timing. It looks like, which amazing to me, is Eric Patenaude is really running solid 238s, 239s. Very, very consistent. Right behind him is Alex Blaker, but Alex actually has moved from the 238s to 240, but he's just pushing on. His last lap was a half a second faster. So he is starting to show his dominance as a second place. And remember, Alex is looking for the year-long title. He does not need to win this race. He needs to stay in the race. He needs the points.
No doubt. So the points, yeah, you're exactly right about that. Alex Blaker sitting currently on the fastest lap. Well, not the fastest lap of the race. Mike Leo actually has the purple lap right now. Purple lap, something you and Mike Watkins know from your Formula One days. I mean, that's a Quealy Watkins patented title. But Mike Leo sitting on the best lap time of the race, but he's 7 seconds back from Paterno. I think you're right. I think Paterno is trying to win. Blaker is content with second, maintaining his points lead for the season-long championship, and Paterno just trying to chip away with it any way he can. Blaker just defending the points title overall.
And do you think Rafael knows that he's letting the whole club down? Because if he doesn't pass anybody, there's not a 25% discount in the pro shop.
I am quite confident he doesn't know, but I am sure someone's going to tell him as soon as he gets out of the car. Probably Mike Watkins, because, listen, nobody loves a discount like Mike Watkins. I got to tell you, that guy, a discount hound when it comes to the pro shop. So let's check it out. Let's see. We've got about 7.5 minutes left to go here, about maybe 3 laps about 3 laps, Paul, before we're putting this thing in. And while we're waiting for these guys to come around and cross the stripe again, we've got our 3-day high-performance driving school. It's the last school of the season. It's October 13th, 14th, and 15th. You can check in with the concierge desk, or you can go to MonticelloMotorClub.com for more details. Get in one of those PDKs and get your race career at Monticello started the right way, being instructed by the team here at Monticello Motor Club.
And then as you do that, your season is not ended. We'll still be open till November. Then we have a number of trips this year. You could go down to Sebring in early January. And don't forget the MMC Sim League. And frankly, if I look at the Eric Patenaude and Mike Leo and Alex, all people who have gone to all of our off-site tracks and have had very, very strong participation and success in the Sim League.
Such a great point. You're exactly right. All 3 of your leaders here spent time at VIR with us in these ND2s, and they also raced the ND2s in the eSim League throughout the winter. It's the best way to keep your skills sharp when there's snow on the ground here in New York State. So let's check it out. There's Owen going through. There's Ivan Brightly through Montreal. Too much distance for the over-under there, Paul. So Owen Barthelm's maintaining a healthy gap over Ivan Brightly right now.
You know, look at Ivan Brightly. He just had his best lap on lap 6, as did Owen, going down to 241s. Owen with a 239. So Owen, hasn't had a tremendous amount of race experience, but you can see lap in and lap out, he's getting better and better. And that's really like Mike Watkins always used to say, you can't win if you don't give it the college try.
Well, Paul, it's like the last F1 race that you and I were in. Max ran his best lap on the last part of the race. And, we see it all the time in our fellow F1 racers. So we're seeing it here today right on our very own MMC track.
Unfortunately, Mike, we were racing with Max's dad.
Oh, race fans, we got a little depressing. Oh, I'm telling you what. So, Paul, I hate to give you some bad news, but it looks like Melissa is off, 4 wheels off in the carousel, and she did get passed by Rafal while she was off. So that means 25% off for 4 minutes. You've got 4 minutes. Mike Watkins, there's like smoke clouds coming off of Mike Watkins' shoes as he runs to the pro shop.
25% off in the pro shop for the next 4 minutes until the race is over.
And suddenly the crowd is on its feet running to the pro shop. Maria, get ready. Jillian, get ready. The crowd is headed to you now. 4 minutes left in the big sale as Rafal gets around Melissa. And we've got just a few minutes left here for anybody to give Paterno's the business. Eric Paterno, Swifty Swiss, holding court in first place, being followed by Alex Blaker and Mike Leo, as they have been since turn 1. Just a few minutes left before we get the white flag and then the checker. Rafal, man. Rafal got around Melissa to give the people what they wanted, a pro shop discount. I can't believe it.
Well, you know what? I'm happy for everyone. That's what racing is all about here at MMC. Go get some of your MMC gear at 25% off until the race ends.
You have 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, this has been a great race, an exciting race. The Barthelms really providing the excitement here on lap number 1 and lap number 7.
And I think we also should comment on how beautiful the track looks, thanks to Jose, Jesus, Patricio, and all the other members of the Mexican Army who work night and day here to make this track as pretty as it is.
I was going to say the groundskeeping crew, but yeah, we'll go with your terminology, Paul. That sounds great. JR Cruz and Jose, everybody working hard. So many people behind the scenes, food and beverage, events team, grounds crew, everybody here, track safety. It's a team effort here at Monticello to deliver the most beautiful racetrack in the world here in the Catskills. You know, the leaves are starting to change. It's about to be the best time of year here at Monticello Motor Club.
And Jesus and Jose love that term. They told me that's what they want to be called. I appreciate that. As a matter of fact, they love to have the Mexican flag on all the vehicles. That's where I had to draw the line. Only Romanian flags and Irish flags on these vehicles.
Oh man, I fear I may be unable to continue after that. I have nothing. I have no comeback. As we watch some cars go over the switchback, the previously mystery zone on the track, now Szczypala, having taken that personally, has got cameras on every piece of this track. High def 4K drones, we can cover every inch of the track as you're looking down on Old Turn Number 1 and our world-class karting facility run by Mike Poe out there at the north end of the course.
Mike does a wonderful job, and we have some very big plans for the karting facilities. As soon as we get our poop plant project approved. Stay tuned for some more information on that. I would just say the project seems constipated at this point.
Paul Quilly, having always been known for his political correctness, I tell you, his terminology is spot on as we begin to get the plans ready for our poop plant.
And we're on the last lap. Morgan up in the tower indicating the last lap. And this is really a coronation lap for Eric Patnow. He has just turned in good time after good time. Really proud of Eric. Wonderful racing. And Alex Blaker is, frankly, he's taken that title home. And you know what that title means? His own parking spot. Now, of course, his parking spot will be at the, it'll be right in front of the track.
Right in front of the doors of the clubhouse. I know where you're going there, Paul, for a second, but you reeled it back in. Our ND2 champion will have a named parking spot right in front of the clubhouse. White flags in the air now as the racers complete their last lap. You see Owen Barthelms wheeling it through the carousel. Rafal across the line for the 1 lap to go. Morgan showing the 1 lap to all these racers. There comes Jinx down the hill, turning in at Montreal. Next time by the stripe, checkered flag in hand, and this race will be in the books.
You know, Derek, I think you should be very proud of your teaching staff here, your pro instructors, because if I look at these cars, very few of them, there are very few mistakes, and frankly, all of their lines are nearly perfect. Combine that with the wonderful work that Frankie Cash has done up at the service center, and Dylan, and all those great technicians. We have a buttoned-up spot here, and I'm really excited for it. I think we're providing a great service to our members, and frankly, we're growing families. Melissa and Owen, is there any more of an indication than that? And if we could only get Mike Watkins married, we could have possibly a young Mikey with his own little Chevrolet T-shirt.
Frankly, I don't think there's anything more terrifying than a tiny Mike Watkins running around the clubhouse. I tell you, that would be exciting.
You know, rumor has it that Mike might be bringing a date to the track at some point this weekend.
No, that cannot be true.
I think a little birdie told me that.
And checker flag in hand as Eric Paterno rounds the final corner. He's headed to the bridge for the last time. Morgan leaning out with the checkered flag as we get the drone down on the stripe. Paterno to the line. Crowd is on its feet, and Eric Paterno takes the checkers in race number 1, followed by Alex Blaker and Mike Leo.
You know, kudos to Mike Leo. He had a little bit of a spin out, but he got right back in it and had a nice race as well with very consistent times. Thankfully for the Pro Shop, the 25% discount ends as soon as Rafael crosses this line. I think we're at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it from MMC and the ND Challenge.
Check. Check, check. Check.
All right, race fans, we're back for race number 2 in this ND2 Spec Championship Series. We had an exciting race number 1 with Paterno holding court from position number 1 all the way through the checkered flag. But for race number 2, we've got Purple Lap Fast Lap sitter Mike Leo, being coached by Ricky Doughton, by the way, on the pole, followed by Lego Man Alex Blaker, and your race 1 winner, Swifty Swiss Eric Paterno, in third, followed by Owen Barthelms and Ivan Brightly. Then Melissa Barthelms up in 6th place, followed up by Mark Davies and Rafal in 8th. So, Paul, we had an exciting race. What are you looking for here in race 2?
Well, frankly, race 2 is a race to determine just how good Eric Paterno is. He's a driver that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but he's starting third. He's got 2 fast guys in front of him, Mike Leo and Alex. And we learned in the last race that Mike Leo got a little excited when he got ahead of Alex and then immediately made a mistake into a hairpin. He said his chubby got in the way, and that was part of the issue. And that's a direct quote from Mike Leo. And then he followed it up and said his chubby's gotten in the way a couple times of his life. And I walked away. I didn't know what to say. And then Alex, interestingly, was screwing in his knob on his shifter when he had that little bit of a spin out. So I think you have the consistency of Eric Paterno versus the speed of Mike Leo and Lego Man. The first turn is going to say it all. Also, you know what? You've got Owen and Melissa. Quick fact about Melissa, she was a professional ballerina. Unbelievable. Only been racing 2 years, as has Owen. And then you've got Mark Davies, my neighbor in Palm Beach. So I really like what we're seeing here, and this is really determining how good of a racer is Eric Paterno. If he can get by 2 fast drivers with his consistency, I think it's going to be over. But it's all about who's going to get by in Montreal.
I tell you what, I can't agree more there, Paul. As the racers head up the North Straight, lights are out on the pace car. They'll be forming up here 2 by 2. As we come around, will be green flag action here very soon. I'm still thinking it.
You know what I'm thinking about the 2 by 2? That's a Charlie Kirk, and right into the 2 by 2 into the arc we go.
All right, we've got Chris Peterson piloting that Supra pace car. Lights are on the pace car as they come around last corner, headed towards the bridge. Mike Leo on the inside, Alex Blaker on the outside. We are about to have some green flag action as Morgan's got the green flag in his hand.
And one thing about Owen, he had mentioned that he gets a little excited. He's always making turn 1 mistakes. If he can limit that, we might have 4 or 5 serious racers in this race.
Chris about to dive into the pits. Morgan with the green flag in his hand. And green flag, and we are underway as these racers immediately go to the attack. Leo leading in turn 1. Paterno trying to get around on the outside. Here's the in car from Blaker. Blaker covers him off, but Paterno gets a great run off Montreal, and Paterno already trying to collect Blaker, but Blaker keeps a fender inside and keeps him at bay through turn 3 patience.
Really clean racing to start on a track that's probably about 99 degrees, so we should have really good grip in our tires. I don't expect tire degradation to happen anytime in this race. Right now, we're clean.
Paterno all over the bumper of Blaker through carousel. We've got a great race. The sun is setting, and we have the scene set for an excellent ND2 race here at Monticello Motor Club. Owen ahead of Ivan Brightly again, but Brightly maintaining contact with the rear of that 4th place car as Mike Leo leads them on to the main straight. Let's see if Blaker and Paterno can put something together and work together as a team to get some aero advantage on that single car way out front.
Yeah, so now we're coming, I think right now, if I'm Eric Paterno, oh my God, look at that. We are 2 by 2, Mike Leo in front, coming up against switchback, and then we go to the all-important hairpin, which was Mike Leo's downfall the last time. Did he go too fast through Kryptos?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a 25-minute race, and these guys need to have – oh, look at this helmet camera right here. Look at that the Lego helmet on Alex Blaker looking good on the in-car camera.
He wants that parking spot, and he deserves it. He's worked hard at his craft. Also one of the nicer guys in the club, and a wonderful Lego moniker. There we go through the Mike Leo handled that well. We have got a train, folks, in a good way, coming up the backstretch to go into the old turn 1.
It is going to be a pressure-filled race for Mike Leo, though. With these two excellent racers, Blaker and Paterno right behind him, it's going to be important for Mike Leo to keep his eyes out of the mirrors and keep his eyes forward to turn in some good laps here without responding to the pressure coming from behind. Blaker dives in early, trying to get position. He's showing Leo everything he's got in the mirrors right now.
I'm really pleased with Owen Bartholomew, who's coming through. Really very, very nice into the corner. Right now we're going down to Montreal, another turn that, frankly, the top guys have struggled on throughout the year. But these are different racers today. We're late in the season. They're grizzled veterans. But the question is, when does their focus turn towards dinner? A wonderful dinner that was served tonight by Chef Steve. I pre-ordered the farm chicken, a little Caesar salad, then I'm having a tomato salad starter.
Chef Steve and the food and beverage team always putting together a good meal the night before a member challenge race. And now you see Mike Leo with a little bit of a little overdriving there as he comes through Prudence. Mike being coached up by Ricky Doughton today from our instructor staff. And no doubt Ricky is in his ear with some radio coaching to kind of calm him down as we get lap number 2 halfway done.
Mike Leo still has the quickest time out there. He's up by about 0.3 seconds from Alex Blaker and Eric. I expect right now to settle down, but I would expect Eric to make a move here. He's just too consistent. He's got a great car, obviously prepped by the MMC Race Center, just like all these cars. Now remember, this is a homologulated race, and that everybody, oh my God, we've got a pass here. Once again, as I predicted, there goes Alex Blaker, Eric Patenaude, Mike Leo. This could be an issue coming into switchback.
You see how they teamed up. This is what I wanted Mike Leo and Alex Blaker to do in race number 1. They teamed up to get the aero advantage on the singular Leo car out front, and Leo had no chance. With the combined horsepower of the two cars working together, Paterno was able to push Blaker right past Leo into the switchback. That is textbook ND2 Miata racing, and Leo paid the price for not having a partner working with him.
But Mike's got a long way to go, and I do think if he can get close, which I do believe he'll get at the end of Montreal, Mike is very aggressive into Montreal. I think he can get back in this. He'll let Eric and Blaker mix it up with each other. Alex knows that Eric's behind him. He knows Eric does not make mistakes, so he cannot let him through. Will that be too much pressure for Alex?
I tell you what, that's a great question. Very insightful commentary there, Paul. We're going to have to find out, because I'll tell you, Paterno going to try to get a drag race going here, and he's going to use that advantage of the toe to get a little draft help and get around Blaker, either in Montreal or at the end of the main straight. We're going to see that soon enough. Blaker is being pressured mightily by Eric Paterno right now, and you can believe Paterno wants to be on P1.
Mike Leo falling a little bit off of pace, but these are good racers. They know what they're doing. Alex, this is the coming out party for Alex Blaker. If he can hold off the very, oh, there we go. That is, who was that?
That's
Leo. That's
Leo into the tire barrier. That's not great. Mike Leo.
Look at him right now.
Yeah.
If I could say anything to Mike, I'd say, hang on, don't be rash. Someone will come to get you shortly.
We have a car off in turn 3, car number 69, the team lit car of Mike Leo, off in Patience. Not yet. We are only we're in local yellow right now. I expect a full course yellow soon, though, as we have to extract car number 69 from the track. No, he's literally in the back of the catcher's mitt right now. Watch Paterno get the aero advantage. He's got the inside line, and he's going to cover off Blaker as they go up the switchback. And there you have it, race fans. Paterno has position.
And look who's benefiting. Look at Owen Bartholomew's right behind. He is going to he's the Cheshire Cat right now. He's just waiting for these two to make a mistake, and he's going to there he goes. Look at Owen. He's really doing well. And Blaker. No, and I would have thought Eric would have gotten through him by now. And then look at, is that Mark Davies? Mark Davies driving the wheels off that Miata.
You called it, PQ. This is the Alex Blaker coming out party. He just took Eric Paterno's best shot and covered him off and held him at bay. Alex Blaker, we are full course yellow. As you can see from our embedded graphic brought to you by the Monticello Media Team, you can see it's a full course yellow.
You know, while we're on full course yellow, it's probably a good time for a 20% discount in the pro shop on all apparel items until the green flag. Plenty of time for the 20% discount.
Get ready, Maria. They're headed your way right now. 20% off under caution conditions.
You know, the other thing about the 20% off, Dustin is sitting like a sad little guy because his Mets have totally collapsed. So the 20% discount, helping people in the pro shop, might lift his spirits.
Yeah, the Mets have collapsed. The Jets quarterback's in concussion protocol. It's just not a great time to be Dustin right now. But you can cheer Dustin up by stopping by the concierge desk and booking some professional instruction for your next time at MonticelloMotorClub.
And booking the October 13th to the October 15th MMC High Performance Driving School. And there's Eddie. Look at Eddie in the Johnson Toyota pickup truck going down the lane, he is the savior. Mike Leo is thinking, where is Eddie? Where is Eddie? And once again, we say to Mike Leo, hold on, don't be rash. Someone's gonna come to get you soon.
It looks like Mike Leo did get his car running and maybe got into the hangar exit there. I believe Mike might have been able to get his own car off the track.
So got into Levine Lane?
He did turn into Levine Lane. Oh, man, I tell you what. This race has 15 minutes to go and will be green flag next time by, I suspect. If you're trying to get something out of the pro shop, the 20% off is not going to last much longer.
Now, remember, all you have to do for the 20% off, you have to be in line for the checkout. You don't actually have to check out. Being in line is enough for the 20% discount. Mike Leo's in the shop.
Mike Leo headed to our excellent service center to have his car looked at. The in-car camera from Mike Leo tells the story. He's in the shop, ladies and gentlemen.
Is there anything sadder than an in-car camera in the shop?
With a little Mike Leo sitting behind the wheel. Mike's not had the best day. Started on the pole and couldn't keep it going.
You know what? You say that, Derek. I actually think Mike he raced really hard.
And he had a great day. He spent the day at Monticello.
And he's smiling, and he's in his new race suit. Actually, no. His race suit looks like it's 20 years old, and it's only 3 years old.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. Mike Leo gets his equipment has to earn its money every day. There's no doubt about it. So, lights are out on the pace car. Green flag next time by. Morgan will have his green flag in the hand. Blaker still on P1 with Paterno still in his mirrors, followed by the excellent Owen Barthelms right now in third, Ivan Brightly, and then Mark Davies, followed up by Melissa Barthelms in that Jinx livery.
You know, this is going to be a chance for Owen to make his mark. He says he gets too nervous and races too hard the first lap. We're not in the first lap anymore, are we, Toto? We're not in Kansas anymore. We're here at MMC. I expect him to. He could be a sleeper in this race.
Absolutely. And we got a single file restart, so everything is left to play for if you're Paterno and Barthelmes, as they going to turn the left hand here and go under the bridge and head down to Montreal, or in green flag conditions. All the pressure is going to be on Blaker here in mere seconds.
And if he wants to keep his, he can, that parking spot is so close he can taste it. He can taste the parking spot. He's got a beautiful family. Young Liam's going to be a great racer. And here we go, race fans.
Green flag condition. Morgan got that green in the air. Blaker keeping Paterno behind him, which is easier said than done. Paterno with a little late turn in, trying to get an excellent angle off of Montreal as they drag race down to Patience. Barthelmes looking good as well. Paterno big on the brakes as Blaker's kind of late on the brakes, goes deep into Patience, but he gathers it up through Prudence and he heads up to the carousel. Man, Blaker really showing a lot of poise out front.
He carried a lot of momentum in the carousels. Really incredible. This is right here, Pine Tree, where we've had some mix-ups before. I do worry about Alex pushing a little too hard, knowing that the very steady Swift Swiss is right behind him. And let's not forget Mark Davies and Melissa really doing a nice job. This is anybody's race. And don't forget Ivan Brightly, the winner at VIR.
Ivan Brightly has an excellent strategy. His strategy is always to watch the leaders and hope for carnage, right? That's his plan. So Brightly sitting right where he wants to be, looking at the top three cars right now. Paterno closing the gap, getting that advantage, taking advantage of the toe, and there he goes around. He's got better position. But listen, Blaker.
Blaker's forcing him off.
Oh, wow.
Aggressive move by Alex. Way to go, Alex. You know, Alex basically said, my Lego set can be scratched. I don't care. I want the parking spot.
Wow, Blaker with his elbows out, and it costs Paterno a position as Owen sneaks through. Blaker just not having it.
And what did we predict just a little bit ago? Owen is going to be the beneficiary, but now Owen's got to contend. He's got a couple chasers. Ivan Brightly. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ivan there. Did he might have missed a shift on the...
He might have missed a shift. He might have got, I don't think he had any rotation, so it must have been a missed shift with that sequential. That is a good trick. It is possible, though, as you see Blaker and Owen going into the old turn 2. Paterno now in P3, back where he started. Let's see if he can fight his way back and close up on Owen Barthelmes' bumper. Mark Davies out of Palm Beach in 4th place.
Palm Beach, Florida. He is rocking and rolling. He's on Clark Avenue, right next to Seabreeze, where PQI live, and the beautiful Anne-Marie Quealy. Lovely place down in Palm Beach. Come visit me this summer. Tell me you're in the area. Don't expect a coffee or anything like that. No cocktails. Just hey, I'm in the area. That will be enough.
Yes, clearly that's all you're going to get. And also, you know, I missed Anne-Marie, man. Anne-Marie came to the club this season. She doesn't get out very often to the club, so when she does, it is a big deal.
It was her 3rd time in 20 years.
Damn.
And then I asked her, are you going to come watch me race tomorrow? And she said, you don't think I have anything better to do than sit and watch you race around a track? That would be a negative, Ghost Rider.
Anne-Marie, clearly the best of the Queelies. I mean, she is a class act. She's always bringing the class. I hated that I missed her.
Well,
oh, man. You just don't get to see the elusive Anne-Marie.
She's an amazing girl. I will say, when she married me, she came with a bicycle and student loans. I overlooked the student loans. I thought the bike was quite nice.
And still, even with the student loans, you still clearly outkicked your coverage with that young lady. All right, here we are, back to racing action. Blaker opening a little gap on Owen Barthelmes. Paterno closing the gap on Owen, but we've only got 9 minutes left in the race. Alex Blaker still, he's got everything like he wants it right now. You can see Paterno closing up on Owen. That's going to be a problem for Owen here real soon.
Wow, look at Mark Davies. Wow. Mark Davies, and is that Melissa?
No, that is Ivan Brightly.
Oh, Ivan Brightly and Mark Davies. Fantastic racing.
Ivan Brightly going full John Deere there as he goes up to switchback, and now it's door to door, and he gets through. Now watch Davies, though. I mean, you never know with Mark Davies. Those Palm Beach guys are kind of crazy.
And look, he got him. He got him right there. It's a drag race up the backstretch.
Wow, and now Davies tucks in to get a little tow, to get a little aero help, and you see Jinx back there. Jinx just lurking, waiting for them to make a mistake so she can get through and sell some more merchandise. Paterno inside. Paterno covers off Owen. Owen's in trouble here, but he's got his nose inside. Owen's going to punch back. Way to go, Owen Barthelmes. Oh, he's a little wide there, though.
That's it.
Oh, he's too strong to throttle. A little oversteer.
Unbelievable. Swift was like a lion, and his little wildebeest was in front of him, and what did he do? He snapped the rear tendon, got by him.
I think Owen Barthelmes needs to book a little skid pad time with one of our professional instructors. You can do that as well by stopping in at the concierge desk. Paterno up to second place, now has his eyes on Lego, but he's only got 7 minutes, and that is quite a gap to cover. I'm just not sure if there's enough time left. Alex is too good.
I think this is over. Eric's going to have to push himself. He's a very, very consistent driver. He's going to have to go out of his element and be a little bit more aggressive. And he is, but look at Owen. Owen is not letting it go. And then you got Ivan. Ivan all by himself. He's reading a book back there. And there's Melissa, our professional ballerina.
Melissa Barthelmes, the reigning Spirit of Monticello Award winner. And really, just all time, the Spirit of Monticello. That woman has spirit in her fingers.
They're wonderful new members. They're enjoying Monticello. They're enjoying the people. But let's get back to really the most important thing. What day will Mike Watkins' girlfriend or date come to the track tomorrow? Will it be tomorrow, or will it be Sunday, or will it be Monday for Kids in Crisis?
Listen, I believe there's no Mike Watkins' girlfriend anywhere in our future in this season. I'm going to call my shot.
Nope.
I'm calling the shot.
I have it. Good. First of all, I watched it. There was a beautiful young lady that came into for a day at the track, and Mike, in his just a wonderful fashion, just was as nice as he could. He was welcoming, and wouldn't you know it, the next thing you know, she's coming up again. What does that tell you? Silver tongue Mike Watkins.
I've called Mike Watkins a lot of things, but I've never thought about calling him silver tongue before.
You know, just kind of the big question at hand is, what T-shirts are you going to wear tomorrow?
Yeah, which one of his classic graphic tees will he pull out of the drawer tomorrow? I tell you what, stay tuned, race fans. We'll be letting you know about Mike Watkins' apparel as he gets ready for the Member Challenge race. Member Challenge race, you can watch it here on the live stream tomorrow morning starting just after 10 a.m. We'll have 27 cars on track, multi-class racing. My co-host here, Paul Quealy himself, racing in the first race tomorrow. Tune in for some exciting race excitement tomorrow.
So let's go over the times as we're in the middle of the race right here. Alex Blaker doing a 2:40. Eric Patnow, 2:38. He just did that last run in 2:38. Alex has got to be careful. He cannot get complacent in the front. Don't forget Ivan and Owen and Ivan both at about 2:40. Though Ivan's moving off the pace a little bit. Melissa just had her best lap of the race. Well done, Melissa.
No doubt about it. The Barthelmes putting in the work. I tell you, I'm sure the boys are home as well. The younger Barthelmes sons, the twins, probably home watching this race right now, cheering on mom and dad. As you like to say, Paul, it is a family affair here at the world's premier automotive country club.
You know, frankly, if I was them, I'd be having a party, because you know when the parents are going to come home, because right now you can see them on YouTube. They're racing.
They're definitely not close by. I'd go full Ferris Bueller right now if I was one of those Barthelmes kids. I tell you what, we've got 4 minutes to go. I tell you, this race is still, it's Alex Blaker's to lose, but Eric Paterno not giving up. He is hanging in there, trying to get inside that toe zone right there, but he's just not able to get it right now. Blaker holding him at bay.
You know what? If this race, we've got probably 2 laps to go. He's going to catch him. He's got a second lead on him. Alex has to be careful. He's going to catch. This is going to go right down to the yellow flag. Excuse me, right down to the checker. This is wonderful racing. Both these guys learned to race at MMC. They're serious about their craft. The MMC Service Center with Cash. Frankie has done a wonderful job on the cars. As I mentioned, these are modulated race cars, so these are the same. Oh, that's not good. Eric just may have blown his advantage.
A little late on the brakes there for Paterno. An uncharacteristic mistake. Late on the brakes sends him deep into the hairpin, and he goes 2 off, which, as you know, well, I'm sure it's never happened to you personally, but you've seen it before, Paul. 2 off is going to really compromise your exit speed.
Well, we also said that for Eric to get back in this, he has to take chances, and he just took a chance there, and it didn't work. He's taken some chances on carousel. He's late braking down the backstretch. He's really got a great race, but you gotta credit Alex Blaker. This is one of the finer races I've seen Alex race. He is, and we've got 1 lap to go. Right now, 1 lap to go. We're going into Montreal. We've got Alex Blaker by a nose over Eric Patenaude, Owen Bartholomew's, and Ivan Brightly right behind him. Mike Davies, Melissa Bartholomew's right behind him. This is a real race fans. And if Alex can get through, if he can get to Pine Tree with a lead of about 7 or 8 lengths, it's over.
Yeah, we have about 13 turns left as they head through the carousel. Ivan Briley just smooth, clear sailing. He's got clear air in front of him, and all he's got to do is turn in a few more good laps without any mistakes. Paterno is standing by to pounce on an error, though, but that's not Blaker's style.
Alex Blaker just did a 2:39. 2:39 this late in the race is really good racing. This is his coming out party. He is saying, I want that parking spot right next to Johnny Kaminsky's.
He is definitely defending his turf. There's no doubt about it. He's been the points leader for the whole season, and he is not about to have a challenge from Paterno this late in the 2025 race season as he heads through the kink, past the flag stand there for the final time, down into the braking zone. We're almost checkered flag. Checkered flag next time by. Here's the onboard.
This is the big turn right here. There he handles it well, turns to the right, up to Kryptos. He's got one more break. You know what he's doing? He's racing like an angry Lego right now.
I gotta tell you, I'm a big fan of that Lego helmet. You can see it on the in-car. It looks fantastic in his rearview mirror. Alex Blaker, stylish as ever with the Lego helmet, turning onto the North Straight.
Mark Davies with his best lap of the race at 2:42. Really well done, Mark.
So these two racers, it looks like if everything stays like it is, these two are going to swap the finishing order from the last race where Paterno finished first and Blaker finished second. Blaker is going to even out the series with a first place of his own.
And, I forgot to mention this. Alex said that if he actually won the race, he was buying everybody drinks. So I think the whole clubhouse is up, standing, cheering for Alex Blaker, going right to the wine.
The crowd is on his feet as Blaker comes around. The final turn for the last time. Morgan's in the starter stand with the checkered flag, and the drone is covering the start-finish line as Alex Blaker takes first place.
Great race, Alex, and also a great race, Eric. Owen, Ivan, Mark Davies, Melissa. Really good second race for everybody. Look, nice lights from Ivan. Look at Ivan showing the lights, his satisfaction, his thanking the flaggers. Morgan getting, frankly, Morgan's going to get flagger elbow. He's waving that shit so well.
I think Ivan Brightly was flashing his lights, and thanks for the commentating team. Absolutely. It's all about us at the end of the day.
No doubt. Let's go have a drink on Alex. Congrats, Alex Blaker.
That'll do it, race fans. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the Member Challenge race from Monticello Motor Club.